Good morning, everybody. Today is December 9th at 9:50 New York time, and we're going to be giving an update on what is going on with our stage analysis on Bitcoin. Should we be worried? What is the current trend? Where are we going? So, right now, we are currently still in our stage 4 downtrend. So we had our uptrend, we started the distribution, the topping, and now we are in our downtrend, as you can see. So right now, we are currently sitting underneath the short-term moving average, the 20-day. So we have our white long-term, the red is the medium-term, this is the short-term moving average. And one of the things that we were looking at before was we were seeing that we had some pretty big volume come in and pull price back up. We saw price close above the 20-day, but then the following day, price shot back down below the 20-day, and then it dipped even further. So now price is consolidating below the 20-day, but we can see this higher low forming. So we are starting to get a uptrend within this downtrend, but like we saw, the 20-day is now acting as resistance. The relative strength is not looking good on Bitcoin right now, so relative strength is down. And let me actually bring this back up so you can see relative strength. So we can see the relative strength is down. Currently D rating, so not the strength compared to the S&P 500 is not good. And yeah, we are tightening underneath this 20-day. What we want to see is that this uptrend continues. It breaks above the 20-day, and then it's able to break above the 50-day and the 200-day. But right now, the immediate is continuing a downtrend until we see price break above that 20-day. If it breaks below this this area right here, the support, that would not be a good sign, because now we have gotten rid of that. And especially if we break below here. If we break below here or here and here, that is not good, because now we are breaking that trend, and then price is more likely to continue to descend. But if we are able to hold this trend line and break above the 20-day, and then break above the 50-day, break above the 200-day, then we can get back into that stage 2 uptrend type fashion. But as of right now, we are still in the downtrend. I did update the fear and capitulation peak since fear got down to, I believe it was the lowest it got was almost 12, so the lowest it's ever been. That I would say that's a pretty big peak. This also to me looks like a reversal extension. We have the bottom and then that reversal extension. The thing about reversal extensions and why I was unsure if we should put that as checking the box is because we can typically see more than one reversal extension happen within a downtrend. Sometimes it happens immediately. Sometimes it can just do this little bounce, and then it drops back down, and then we have another bounce and continues to provide more reversal extensions. And we can see that the Bitcoin is forming a short-term consolidation, so it's consolidating underneath this resistance right here, and it is getting tight. We have this ascending wedge, but again, it's still not a clear uptrend because we have not broken above this resistance. We are still below the 20-day. The 50-day is still pointing down. We can even see the 200-day starting to turn down now as well, since the longer this goes sideways below, the further down these can continue until they eventually converge, and then we get an instance where there could be a convergence and we change the trend. So that's how the moving averages play. So also looking at the SPY, what's going on with SPY right now? One of the areas that we were talking about last week was that we would want to see price break above this resistance, and we did see it break above this resistance. It broke that downtrend line, so we could see that it broke the downtrend line. And then it broke above this resistance, but then we had this doji right here where price was a little bit more indecisive, but we could see that it tried to rally higher. Price pulled back down. Sellers took over. It came back up with some high volume, but then it shot down below that resistance, and now we can see that price is getting tight below this resistance. To me, this is This looks like indecision, especially if we're not able to break out and create new higher new higher highs, I guess. We'd want to break out of here and then continue this trend, but we did not see that. So right now, this is not looking too good. And yeah, so I have a new update as well. I've got this AI to tell me what is going on the news, because I do not like keeping up with the news. So now I'm just going to have AI summarize the news for me so I don't have to listen to it. So what are some recent key news catalysts for the SPY? Federal Reserve interest rate cut expectations, technology sector rebound. There's a rebound in major technology stocks, particularly NVIDIA, helped lift the SPY after several days down. Price target optimism from strategists like Tom Lee. Publicized forecast of the S&P 500 reaching 7,200 to 73 in December 2025. So that's a bullish sentiment from Tom Lee. I believe Tom Lee is also involved with the Ethereum. He's a heavy investor in Ethereum. Recent trading range and volatility. SPY has moved within a range roughly between 659 for weeks. In summary, Fed rate cut expectations, tech sector rebound, bullish price targets. Also have some more. So also, what's a key news catalyst for IBIT? Record outflows amid Bitcoin struggle to reclaim a bull trend, broader crypto market sentiment and ETF flow dynamics. The sustained outflow signals rotation away from crypto ETFs despite ongoing interest. Increased institution access to crypto funds. Report note, Bank of America expanding access to crypto funds. Positioning crypto ETFs like IBIT going into 2026. And then performance overview. IBIT's net asset value NAV is 51.35 with a 52-week range between 43. So yeah. Some news catalysts for MicroStrategy. So Bitcoin price volatility is impacting the stock price. CEO Michael Saylor's public statements on Bitcoin selling conditions. So this is where we were saying the other week about Saylor saying that MicroStrategy would only consider selling if the MNAV to Bitcoin fell below 1, and it was pretty close to that. Despite $129 million in revenue, Strategy reported a $2.8 billion net profit. Heavy institutional sell-off. Major institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, Capital, Vanguard reduced their MicroStrategy holdings by $5.4 billion, putting pressure on the stock. There's potential that they're going to be removed from the MSCI index effective January 15. Aggressive Bitcoin buying despite market sell-off. So MicroStrategy executed its most aggressive Bitcoin purchase in 4 months amid the crypto market downturn. So that is, that raises their cost basis. They're trying to buy the dip, but that will not be too good if they continue to buy, but then the price continues to drop, and then you end up lowering your MNAV, and then they end up having to sell, which then forces the price to drop even further. So yeah, so some news updates on there. Market in general just not looking too hot. So some on-chain data, spot volume. We could see a pretty big decrease in spot volume. Spot volume is continuing to drop. Outflows continue to increase, but we can see that it has kind of stabilized. We could see some more decrease of outflows from this week. The aggregate volume, we can see futures still primary. Revived supply, quite a bit of a dip in that revived supply, but we saw that spike, and now it's kind of pulled back. The realized profit and loss, we can see that losses are outpacing profits currently. Unrealized profit and loss, so this is a new chart that I think is nice to include. We could see the total unrealized loss is $104 billion on Bitcoin. 104 billion. And the unrealized profit is about 784 billion, but we can also see this massive drop. So all these people were in profit and now they've lost a lot of their profit, but we also saw that the unrealized losses has shot up significantly. Just another way to be able to look at this, where the market is, the short-term holder cost basis. So people that have been holding Bitcoin for less than 6 months, everybody is currently below that short-term cost basis. So they are underwater. Bitcoin futures open interest, we can see that the futures is declining. Our liquidation heat map. So we could see 95, very heavy in that 95 area. If we're able to shoot back up to there, a bunch of shorts could get squeezed, and we could, and we see a very heavy area between this. Looks like 93 to maybe 98 range. So that could shoot us back up to that 100K, which would be positive. But we can also see some more buildup on this on the long side. So if price drops even further, we could see that, but less to worry about because we do see quite a large gap. Let's just change this to the 1 week and see if that changes the short term. So yeah, the short term we could see between that 9, so looks like maybe 88 range. It's getting a little heavy, a little congested around below that 90. So 90 is trying to hold as a major support, but if it loses 90, that would not be good. And we can see that, it lines up with this uptrend. So if it breaks below this trend, this 87 range, that would not be good. It could continue to drive price down. So a little bit of an update for today. This week we're just trying to see what is going to happen. Is price going to break above this resistance? Is it going to break below and continue the downtrend? That is what we are really watching for. And then for the general market, we are seeing, is price going to fail from this level of resistance that we saw? Is it just going to consolidate and continue to shoot higher, or is it going to fail at this resistance and then continue to distribute and maybe go sideways or do that change of trend? This was a key area for us that we are currently watching. That breaking the 50-day, that was some topping action, but we did see that reversal play out over the following days. But are the buyers strong enough to be able to continue buying in? Because to me, this looks like some heavy institutional distribution, and we could see that distribution happening, more a lot tighter together, right? One right there, one right there. That is not healthy. So, yep, that's what we are watching for, and we'll talk with you in the next video.